About two-thirds of Nepal's 30 million people are small farmers who rely on rain to irrigate their crops, which has become more erratic from climate change. Even though the country is one of the poorest in the world, Nepal has good markets for vegetables, essential oils, coffee, tea, and many crops. Small farmers have problems taking advantage of these opportunities because of the high cost for businesses and government to communicate with many small farmers. For the past decade, Montview Church in Denver, Colorado, and IDE, also based in Denver, have partnered on projects that have benefited thousands of poor Nepali families. Small farmers have seen their annual income double and triple. Women and girls are no longer up before dawn to haul water. Thousands of families are on their feet again thanks to the help after the 2015 earthquake. And volunteers from Montview have spent hours editing reports and fact sheets for IDE donors. This video is our way of saying thank you, Montview Church, and to highlight the ways our successful partnership has benefited the people of Nepal. In 2009, Montview Church and IDE Nepal developed a way to help small subsistence farmers earn more income. Christened the Asha Project, the program was the brainchild of Montview member Jim Hecht and IDE's country director Luke Colavito. The $200,000 project was funded by Montview Church and a sizable donation from Jim and Amy Hecht. Under the Asha Project, village commercial pockets around collection centers were developed serving hundreds of small farmers. The centers gave farmers access to markets for their vegetables and recommendations and crop calendars. Farmers purchased agricultural inputs and received training from local service providers trained by Asha. The local service providers reached 11,000 small farmers in 6 districts. Asha had an intensive program in Sangja district that enabled 1,500 families to increase their income by $500, a sizable amount in a country where the average income was $480 per year. The 5 collection centers developed by Asha continue to provide commercial services to farmers and have formed a nonprofit together to help their communities. The Asha Project was the beginning of what could come to be called the Commercial Pocket Approach, or CPA. By funding the starter program, the Asha Project, Montview played an important role in the development of CPA. An independent study by UK Aid affirmed the effectiveness of CPA and recommended expanding the approach. CPA also influences IDE's programming in countries around the world. Montview Church has led annual work trips to Nepal since 2010, working in partnership with IDE. Work trip participants raise funds to support a multiple-use water system, or MOOS, in a village, then travel to Nepal to help install the system. MOOS provide water for domestic use as well as for small plot drip irrigation. Montview Church work trips have installed 8 MOOS, benefiting more than 1,000 people.
IDE was first introduced to Montview by Jim Hecht, I think in 2008, and was selected as a capital campaign project and funded in 2009 and 10. So one of the things whenever we do our capital campaign projects is we want to be able to have people follow money. And it was really exciting for us to think about having village projects where we could be together with local people and get to know each other in a rural setting, which is a really special experience for us as Westerners, people from Denver. I made my first trip to Nepal in 2009. Well, my first trip to visit IDE in 2009, when I met, Luke and Bimla and a lot of the staff at IDE, and they very graciously, as they have since every year since, took us on a tour and explained a little about what we do. There's a lot to learn because they're doing a lot of things, and we visited the pocket area where the Montview's Asha project is, and Asha means hope. So in 2010 we came with 2 groups and did MOOS, multiple use water system projects, one in the Asha project area and the other north of Pokhara in Saripaka. we've returned, I don't remember how many times. We've returned a number of times and done moose projects in Sirwani, Arupata, Changchangdi, and Naudada. And through fundraising, we've been able to fund any number of other moose and related projects. So water is really important in Nepal. And I always thought of the monsoon and how there seemed like there was sometimes way too much water in Nepal. But the problem is that in the off-season, there is no water. I mean, it's very, very dry, and the access to water is often far away from villages. It's been very fun to go back and visit villages where we helped with a multiple use system that brought both drinking water and agriculture water into a village. And when we go back, in one village that's high and remote and had one of the most difficult problems with water, we asked what difference it made, and the women said that they got 2 more hours of sleep a night because they didn't have to carry the water. Obviously, the other huge difference is that when people can farm crops in the off-season, when they have water, they have money, and they can build better houses, they can send their children to school. So in Naudada, the last time I was there, I was hearing from the women who were so excited about their savings. And in a country where there's no insurance, things happen and people can be absolutely crushed by the loss of a family member or even potentially the wedding of a child. So for them to have savings is a safety net that they may never have enjoyed through generations. So women were telling me how many rupees they saved every month, and some of them put rupees in 2 or 3 different places. And, had saved, it may not sound like a lot to us, but $100 or $200, maybe even $500.
In Naudada Kaski, Montview Church provided a moose together with a revolving loan fund to support the marginal Dikurpakare Dalit community that was 6 kilometers from a water source and faced a debilitating water shortage. The moose has enabled the community to flourish, increasing agricultural income, nutrition, and enabling girls to fully participate in school.
अहिले पानी आसिन लागियो पानी हुँदाखेरि हामीलाई सजिलो भइछ बेला बेलामा पानी हाल्न पाइएछ अब छोराछोरीको कपडा धुन आफूलाई नि कपडा धुन नुहाइधुवाइ गर्न नि सजिलो भइछ पानीले बचत भइछ
र अहिले पानी आयो यो माउन्ट भ्यू चर्चले चाहिँ नि यो मुस राखिदिएर पानी तपाईहरुलाई दुःख छैन भन्ने सुनेको छु र यो गाउँमा पानी नहुँदाखेरि कहाँबाट पानी ल्याउनु हुन्छ
हजुर हामी त्यस्तै आधी घण्टा 1 घण्टा जति पर गएर कुवामा कुरेर पानी बोक्न पर्थ्यो म्याडम यो पानी आएबाट हामीलाई धेरै सुविधा भछ हाम्रो समयको बचत भछ हाम्रो बच्चाहरू सफा सुग्घर भछन् हामीले अब पानी बोक्ने समयमा अरू घरैसी काम तरकारी खेतीतिर समय दिन्छ धेरै खुसी लाग्छ यो पानी आएबाट अब म एकदम खुसी छु तरकारी खेतीबाट म अझै गर्दै जान्छु अझै अर्को प्लास्टिक घर पनि थप्छु
के लाउनु भएको थियो तरकारी पोहोर
हजुर पोहोर चाहिँ करेला सिमी काँक्रो टमाटो लगाथे मेरो
जति आयो तपाईको त्यो सबै बेच्दाखेरि
टोटली सबै बेच्दाखेरि त 80,000 जति आयो होला टमाटो
कसरी खर्च गर्नुभयो भन्नुभयो
आफूलाई यसो बच्चाहरुको लागि कपडा धुने साबुन कपी कलम तेल मसला को लागि खर्च भछ म्याडम त्यो पैसा पहिला अब रासन खानको लागि पनि दोकानमा खातै खुलाएर खान पर्थ्यो अहिले तरकारी बेचेर पनि खाता खुलाएर खान परे छैन हामी एकदम धेरै खुसी छौं हामीलाई सिजन अनुसारको तरकारी कसरी लगाउने त्यो सबै म्याडमहरुले सिकाउनु भछ पहिला आफ्नो परिचय दिन नि एकदम डर लाग्थ्यो हजुरहरु आउनु भयो हजुरहरुले सिकाउँदा हजुरहरुसँग बोलिराख्दा हामीलाई त्यस्तो केही फिल भएन म्याडम हामीलाई पहिला अब गाविसमा के कति आउँछ के कस्तो हुन्छ केही थाहा थिएन हजुरहरुले सिकाउँदा हामीले बुझिसकेछौं म्याडम हामीलाई अब कृषि ब्याङ्क विकासको नि थाहा थिएन म्याडमहरूले तरकारी खेती लगाएर आफ्नो बिमा गर्नुपर्छ भनेर हामीलाई त्यो पनि थाहा भयो हामीले गऱ्यौँ म्याडम हामीलाई एकदम खुसी लाग्छ हजुरहरूबाट धेरै कुरा सिक्न पाइएछ
The most recent Montview supported moose in Gaetatok Sangja district successfully piloted how the community could repay 50% of construction cost to a revolving loan fund managed by their collection center. This has become standard IDE Nepal practice.
बिहानै हामी सुत्न पाउने थिएन राति उठेर पानी खोज्न जानु पर्थ्यो अहिले त हामी त 7 बजे तक सुत्छौँ सुविधा भएर होला नि त्यस्तो थियो अहिले त त्यो बिहानभरि लाएर एक गाउरी पानी बोकेर ल्याइन्थ्यो खोजेर अहिले त दैलामा पानीको धारा जतिखेर भने त्यतिखेर तैले हामीहरू ट्याममा नुहाउन पाउने थिएनौँ ट्याममा कपडा धुन पाउने थिएनौँ महिनोहरू धैलो कपडा लगाइन्थ्यो नयाँ नयाँ हेर्न पाइने थिएन अन्त मान्छे बिरामी हुन्थ्यो अहिले त त्यहाँ त पहिलाको जस्तै त्यस्तो बिरामी भएर अस्पताल गएको बोकै गर्न पनि पाएन अहिले धेरै सजिलो भइन्छ पहिला पानी नहुँदा हामी घर केही तरकारी सागसब्जी केही हुने थिएन पानी थिएन अट हुने थिएन पानी नभए आलु हामी पहिला आलु पनि पोखरबाट बोकेर ल्याउँथ्यौँ अहिले हामीले घरै लाउँछौँ त्यहाँबाट अहिले त हामीले बिक्री गर्छौँ अब होमस्टेमा कति पाहुना आउँछन् तिनको लागि हामी किन्नु पर्दैन हाम्रै घर उत्पादन गरेको तरकारीले पुग्छ सजिलो हुन्छ अहिले त धेरै सजिलो राम्रो हुन्छ त उनीहरूले हामी बढी धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु उहाँहरूलाई
After the earthquake in 2015, Montview donated more than $14,000 for IDE's earthquake relief program. IDE Nepal provided emergency help to 1,000 families and an agricultural recovery program to 2,000 families near Kathmandu, where IDE develops and demonstrates agricultural technologies. IDE is required to provide project reports, fact sheets, conference papers, and many documents to our donors. A group of volunteers organized by John Covert is providing crucial editing support to the IDE Nepal team. Our partnership with Montview has motivated our IDE staff, our partners, and the village communities where we work. Montview Church members and friends of Montview have found the work powerful and meaningful. Not every dollar for Montview is targeted to specific projects. Unrestricted funding has given IDE the ability to engage staff and consultants to develop successful proposals, including for projects coping with the impacts of climate change. Because of these projects, thousands of small farmers are earning more income. More household income means children can go to school, the family's health status improves, and men aren't forced to leave the village in search of work in another country. With an eye on the future, the support and expertise from Montview Church can play a key role in helping us scale the commercial pocket approach. The improvements we see in family income, productivity, nutrition, empowerment, and resilience to climate change are compelling reasons to expand the program. The Montview editing team is on board to help us with ongoing projects and now to help us to apply for funding. The last Montview work trip piloted helping a collection center to use computer spreadsheets, improve office filing, install a weather station, and improve their business plan. We're deeply grateful for Montview Church's support and partnership. With a change in leadership at IDE Nepal and in the Montview Nepal program, new things will come from our remarkable collaboration.